Y'all know what? In this situation, I learned something great. Leave the dead alone. And I told my grandma now, I was like I told her, I didn't know they even left me nothing. I always knew when my grandpa died first, things was moved, what moved. I learned from working with other people that went through situations like this. And the stuff that people left them never get touched. And it's like people rob their own family. All nationalities do it. But I guess that's what that means, stab the abyss, or, well, stab the abyss more broader probably. But turning over in your grave. I know, well, I was with my grandma when she died. I had just walked to the house when my pop called me and said, Grandma just passed. She was fine when I left, though. I thought she was. But my grandma was like, uh, what was she like? She was, immediately, when my pop told me that, that's when I started having these encounters. They were strong, a lot more strong. I could tell she's still around. She body jumping, basically. And she told me when she was with me, she said she was upset. And I was dealing with this girl, and she started having some weird, started acting weird, and she knew she was acting out of play. And she had symptoms like my grandma, like stuff she started liking, you know what I'm saying? And I told her, somebody pissed my grandma off. But anyway, when she was with me, it was strong. I ain't think I had no gifts at all. I still really don't. I feel like when all this over, it probably go back to normal. Because it really didn't start really happening to this degree until she died. It was like, she was angry, bro. But anyway, my grandma was like, uh, she loved her house. She really loved that house. Like, it was a nice house for them to have back in them days. You know, you wouldn't expect nobody black to have a house and land like that. And I told her I don't want the house. But anyway, she was like, you know you gotta pray for these houses before you can rebuild them. I said, you gonna let me rebuild your house? That's the only way I go over there. She was like, it was like she had an attitude about just for me even asking it, because they redone the house, I had redone the house. But anyway, my grandma was like, they in my house doing this, doing that with my stuff. She was just mean. I knew my grandma was mean, but she never knew the way she acted when she died. I ain't never seen that side of her. So I guess that's what it means when they say they turning over in their grave. I learned in this situation, leave the dead alone. When the dead tell you they want something, before they die, whatever their wishes is, you better do it. Just do it. Leave it alone. Just do it. And that's a great deal of poverty in black people as well. Well, I'm sure it's in the internationality, but for us especially, all this paper change and all that it need to be a way where you can never do that. Once it's documented, you can never change it. Period. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Ain't nothing you can say about it. Only person that can change it is that person who done it. Ain't no overseer, none of that. They slow. I'm telling you, I watch people make kids slow. I know the pills and everything. They start giving the kids the pills at like 9 years old. And the kids start getting Down syndrome. By the time they're 18, 19, they start having Down syndrome and looking like they got Down syndrome. I'm serious. I won't say it online because I be getting attacked again. It seems like everybody on board with this crap. But my grandma and my grandparent, my grandpa, and at first I thought it was just my grandma, but then I noticed my grandpa was always behind her watching. Watching over her shoulder or some shit. They was a beautiful couple. I told them, I used to tell them, I said, I never seen nothing like that in my life. I just wanted to see another couple like that. Like, it's an older lady online, she feel like the young people. But my grandparents, they had a beautiful relationship. My grandpa started cheating later, I guess. Cause it's like, you know how you get older, one of them stopped wanting to have sex before the other one. I think something like that had happened. Well, my grandpa started cheating. And my grandma knew about it. She didn't care. She acted like she didn't care. She probably cared, but So anyway, my grandpa got sick. And when my grandpa got sick, he kind of like fell in love with that old woman. The other one, she didn't look nothing like my grandma was a beautiful lady. I ain't saying that other one wasn't, but I'm just saying my grandma, I ain't even know the other one. Hell, I never saw her. I just knew she was an old black, like dark skinned lady. I never saw her like that. But my grandma was beautiful inside out, you know what I'm saying? And we were like best friends. We was best friends. I was best friend with my grandpa and my grandma. So my grandpa got sick. So I would go over there, like my grandma would call me, and because my grandma always bought expensive furniture, and it was so damn heavy furniture, you need to have in a castle or something. You know what I'm saying? You need to have people, nine people lift a chair. So she'd call me over there. Oh, I used to hate it. Move furniture. But when my grandpa got sick, she would call me over there to help move him around. And my grandpa said, I used to go over there to help my grandpa. He used to get out of here, boy. You killing me. He said I was too rough with him. So, anyway, my grandpa was getting sick. It's time to move on. And my grandma, this is how the relationship was. It was like they were just so used to each other. Death didn't, somehow they just knew death wasn't real. About like how I know now. Now, I didn't know this until I met, I guess this is my grandma Gil. My grandma kind of acted like I did with death. And my grandpa did too. It's like they didn't acknowledge death. It's like you go up there, tell them somebody died, and it could be somebody closer. They say, oh, yeah? That's it. Oh, such died. That's it. They talk about it and that. So my grandpa stopped wanting me to help him because he said I was too rough with him. So I told my grandma. My grandma done went back there and told my grandpa. She knew he was finna get on out of here. He didn't have a few days left. She said, you want me to call such and such so she can come over here and say bye to you? Oh, I really would love that, Sally. She said, yeah, right, nigga. I said, bro, I busted out. I ain't want to laugh, but I had to laugh about that. I was like, my God, that ruthless, bro. She done set him up in a chair, everything. Talked to her for the last time, pretty much. And she told he said, yeah, I really would love that. She said, they used to crack jokes on each other all the time. She looked at her and said, yeah, right, nigga. Me and my grandpa looked just like. I pray, thank God, I want to look like my grandpa when I get older. I told y'all my grandpa was like my Michael Jordan. I was proud of that old man. He was an overachiever, boy, I swear. He had every car you could think about. He had so many cars, his kids were bad. They used to go outside and paint them. Paint the cars outside, just tear the cars up. He didn't care though, he never drove them. He had T-models and everything, he had every car. They had chicken houses full of cars. But they really I ain't never seen them upset or mad But in this situation, when my grandma came to me and she was like, "You got our gift, one of our gifts." The way she talked like it was one of their gifts, both of the I don't know. And she never made it clear to me neither. Well, whatever gift they had, they both could tap into it. And I was like, okay. But anyway, my grandma was like, you gonna be stuck here for a while. They were basically talking to me like, you ain't got nothing going on. You ain't got nobody. And they done observed everything around me. They knew I really didn't have no friends or no lovers, no loved one, except for my son. He was too young. They were like, so we gonna remove your child from you, and we want you to take care of this mission for us. And there's some other dead people around that the family did wrong to. And by you pretty much helping us with this, it'll help everybody else, and it'll help clear the air. You know what I'm saying? Free these souls that's trapped. They probably are turning into vengeful spirits at this point, and they did. One started attacking me, I think, but they was trying to attack me to get my attention. You know, wasn't trying to attack me to hurt me or nothing. They were just attacking me to get my attention to help them out. So my grandma was like, you gonna be stuck for a while. She just basically, she said forever. I got tired of it. I told God, it's a way I can get rid of spirit. I told God, come get her, bro. I got in trouble though. Astro said they gonna whoop my ass when I go over there, cause they like that's everybody, grandma. But cause she kept saying that, I got tired of hearing that forever. Cause I get tired of staying in this situation. And she'll say, forever. I get tired of that, bro. So I say, I got rid of. Cause me and her were like quantum leap, bro. That's how close we were. Man, every time I get frustrated, she would say forever. But anyway, she was like, someone on me now if I'm walking around. Probably Jane. But anyway, I be thinking I'm stronger than Astro, and this dude Jane keep bothering me. And God told me Jane was stronger than me. So that's amazing, really. I ain't never heard nobody being stronger than me. Said Jane was stronger than me. If it's Jane, it's somebody. I think it's Jane though. But anyway, so anyway, they said all this, put all this in motion. And I basically told God asked me after they told me. I was like, hell, I might as well do it, because they pretty much gave me the lowdown on how I didn't have nobody. So I was like, well, let's just get it over with, then let's do it. And God was like, yeah, you're going to be probably a long time. I said, well, I ain't got nothing else to do. I ain't got no family. My son probably better off without me. The way God was talking, like, my son would be better off wherever he at than he would be with me, because of all the attacks and stuff that I'm going to get. So I got rid of all the pictures of my child, because I truly love my child. So I wouldn't weep about it so much and worry about it so much. And finally the tears went away. I stopped crying about it when I finally got rid of the pictures. I had the pictures on the walls and stuff, and they were just tearing me apart. I was just sleeping all day, every day, and going and get on drugs. So I got rid of the pictures. Sleep went away and the drugs went away. So, and the mission proceeded. I thank God though. It gave me something to do. I ain't never felt needed, you know. And to have God, I know God didn't truly need me. You know, I know God don't need nobody. But to help God as if I was needed by God, I was more than me being needed by anybody in this world, even if it was the whole world. So I was more than happy to jump to help God with this, because it's like a lot of trapped souls because of this mess. And then I always wonder why everybody started acting like they got Down syndrome around me. And now that we know about this warp energy, I know y'all know about it out there too. I know y'all done observed it. Now it make you feel sad. I know it made me feel sad, bro. Cause just to know autism and all that stuff come from evil like this, man, we done a lot of wrong and all we done it to ourselves. You know, you sitting there a lot of just. I went to school, you know, and the kids, parents, and everybody blaming God. This is human doing, warping energy. It's almost like if somebody steal, if a family watch somebody steal inheritance from family within the family. Okay, that's one time. You watch them do it again, 2 times. Now you forming, now you showing other family members how to do it, and then you watch them start getting handicapped from that. Oh my God, bro! They were like, it's time to slap them down, bro. Beat them up. But you know, you can't do it that way. And it's best to let God take care of it at that point. Cause like, well, you quit already. Stop. Some of these people had great jobs and they had no reason to be doing this. None, y'all. Some of these people that had so much money. I saw it. They had money. God would bless. It was like God was blessing them with money, so they wouldn't do it. And they still plotting. Like I said, I had jumped in there by the grace of God and with the help of my ex-wife. I got into lucrative businesses. All they had to do was participate and help us make a few sales. One sale would have set a lot of people straight. They still plotting. They too busy worried about how they gonna sacrifice somebody. Man, embarrassing, bro. That's why I stay to myself, bro, because I don't even want to talk to nobody. Disgustingly embarrassing. Then you got these chicken heads running around here living in people's house. Then you had to watch people who built homes, made gardens and all that stuff, raised families in these homes just so these loser bums can put a bunch of chicken heads in there and they can have sex and orgies and stuff. Just disgusting. Ooh, I don't even, I'm glad when y'all come around me, put your head down. Don't look me in the eye. I didn't know that many people were that lazy, bro. I didn't know that many people were that lazy. I've been working my ass off since 14 years old. I did not know people were scooping so low just to get $1. And when I just found out in 2020, I didn't know it was real. And then to find out that I'm in it, I'm part of it, part of the sacrificial chamber. First thing I prayed for, I said, thank you, God, for not letting me know this when I was a full-fledged gangster. We out there making all these gangster moves with other gangsters, and the real enemy sitting in the house with you. Sitting around the house with you, in the studio, in your business with you, in your car with you, smoking with you, talking with you, drinking with you. In the bed with you. I had women say, I gotta be with you because there's so much I can lose. You got so much. You got so much I can gain. And if I lose you, there's so much I can lose. And I didn't even know that they was really I thought they was really having sympathy for a cat. And then just to find out now, looking back at it, they was talking about, because when I sacrifice you, I will have so much, so much. Just wait the right time. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Misery loves company. Uh. I'm telling you, these people read Bible in all the religions. I had all the religions around me at one time. And like I said, when you got a studio, they all come together. I had every one of them around me. And every last one of them, it was a bad seed from each one of them. A Muslim, like I said, when somebody called today, they said, you got some orders from Texas, New York, New Jersey, and Ohio. I said, report them. I'm tired of getting these messages. I ain't used my identity for 5 years. This is year 5. But anyway, that's over. Dead and gone. Dead and gone. Anyway. But but yeah, I learned a valuable thing. These ghosts, and then I kept hearing in the Astro and the governments and stuff that somebody stabbed the abyss. Yeah, it was like somebody was like, "Why all these?" It's like, cause they're high up, no, bro. Why all these all these vengeful spirits around here, ghosts, these dead for what's going on? And they said I heard somebody. It was in the Astro, but they cut my third ear off, put the gruesome meat in there, so I can't use my third ear no more. Not right now. And that's probably what God did, cause I was hearing stuff I shouldn't be here. And I heard somebody say stab the bitch. Somebody stabbed a bitch, something. So I'm guessing somebody been robbing dead folk for so long. You know, I get paperwork from people using dead people names. I don't know why it come to me. It don't even come to me like in my mail. It be flying in my yard, as if ghosts sent it to me. I put it up though. I don't know what to do with it because everybody working for everybody. I know better to give it to anybody. And like I get a message out of like, tell your story. I'm telling my story every day. If you ain't hearing it, ain't nothing else I can do about it. Shit, it's over. Cause I've been telling my story for 5 years now. If you ain't hearing it, ain't nothing else I can do about it. But cause she was like, they killed you. Well, that's the thing. They killed me. They said I was dead, and they did a lot to me. But I'm not worried about what they did to me. I'm worried about what they did to my grandparents. I'm worried about what they did to my son. I'm worried about what they did to my family. My family. Not the family that I was birthed from, but the family I brought into it. The family that I put together. I'm worried about that. Why you even invaded in my privacy? Why you was even in my bed in the first place? I'm so glad. Thank you, God. I didn't know when I was in my gangster way. Because I'd have tore y'all asses up. And you know it. I don't care who you think you is out there. I got your energy now. I win. Now, let me get back in my feelings before I get a headache out here. Now I'm a bunch of losers. Embarrassing. All them lucrative businesses I had. All the money we could have made. And the reason why you wasn't supportive is because the whole time you were plotting on sacrificing your own family, man. How you gonna be real in the street and fake when it comes to something like this? Save your soul. Because if all this real, and like I said, high ups and governments talking like this, we know it's real. We know Satan and God real. Then y'all in your golden days, especially after this, save your soul. Don't worry about no money. Save your soul. Because I'm telling you, they writing y'all damn names over there in the death book. Matter of fact, Jesus just told me today. What he say? He said, when a wicked man, he said, when God's people, we're talking about sowing seed. He said, when God's people, when it's time to get God's people, it's angels coming together. But when when it's time to get wicked, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna try to read. I'm gonna try to find it. You gotta hear this. All right, here you go. I think, yeah. He who sows the good seed is the son of man. We know what a good seed is now. All right. The field is the world. I'm gonna go slow so we all get it. Cause we living in this. This is in the moment right here, real time. This is the book, the zoo book. The field is the world, the good seeds. are the son of the kingdom, but the tares are the sons of the wicked one. The enemy who sold them is the devil. The harvest, all right, now listen. But the tares are the sons of the wicked ones. What's the tares? The people who decided to sacrifice their own family for inheritance. You better understand. That's why I say even the word simple as "the" say a lot. So if you read a whole sentence, it's a lot. You can't read the Bible fast. You gotta read it super slow. And then it said, look, the field is, like I said, the good seeds are the son of the kingdom, but the tares are the sons of the wicked one. The enemy who sold them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the age, and the reapers are the angels. Now, did you hear that? You hear that? It's a parable. See, if you go to the top, it said, then Jesus led the multitude away and went into the house, and his disciples came to him, saying, explain to us the parable of the tares of the field. He answered and said to them, he who sows the good seeds is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seeds are the sons of the kingdom. Basically saying heaven, but the tares are the sons of the wicked ones. The enemy who sold them is the devil. Whoever created this is the devil. Whether it was the auntie, sister, or pop, mama, whoever decided to do this, immediately you had descended. You had descended so low that you was now officially the devil vessel. Period. Point blank, period. Now, you just get ready, prepare to go wherever you finna go, because you ain't going to be so tough there. That's why you have, never mind, let me shut up. But the tares, the enemy, all right, it said, is the devil. The harvest is the end of the age, and the reapers are the angels. Therefore, as the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so it will be at the end of this age. The Son of Man will send out his angels, and they will gather out of his kingdom all things that offend and those who practice lawlessness. This everything right here, y'all. And will cast them into the furnace of fire. Obviously, that's Hades. There will be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then the righteous will shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. That's why it says stand still, don't move, because they gather them up. That's what the portal. Now, don't that bring confirmation to what I've been saying about the portals and the boats, the Noah and the Haiti boats that y'all said cute boat. You cute boat. It's cute. You ought to see it when you get on it. I done been on the Haiti one. Then the righteous will shine forth, and the sun in the kingdom of their Father. He who has an ear to hear, let him hear. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in the field, which a man found and hid. And for joy over it, he goes and sells all that he has and buys the field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant seeking beautiful pearls, who, when he had found one pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had and bought it. That's self-explanatory. Y'all, it don't get no deeper than that. We embarrassing ourselves. It basically said the inherited people right here. And then I love the part when he who practice lawlessness. What is lawlessness? How can we sacrifice a family member that's gonna get inheritance and we not get in trouble. Oh, okay, well, let's bring the legal system in there, and let's get, I know a buddy in the doctor office. I know a buddy in the lawyer office. I know a buddy in the police office. I know a sheriff in the police. Well, let's gather them up. All y'all working for the devil. Lawlessness, practicing lawlessness. I'm here to tell you, buddy. Them words right there alone hurt you more than me putting my hands on you. You ain't worth these hands. You worth that scripture I just read. That's it. Cause ain't no way in the hell I'd have sold my soul for something so ignorant. I ain't selling my soul, period. This soul belong to God. But I'm saying, since y'all love to sell souls out there, you sell something priceless as if it got a price on it. Fast, real fast. Gotta feed my kids. Then want to worry about God, talk about God, go to church every Sunday and Wednesday, pray hard to God, cry out to God, but you'll sell your soul to feed your kids. That's what the parable mean in the Bible when it says that man was finna sacrifice a child. Y'all want to take it literal. That's really what it means. When it comes to the point where you gotta feed your kids and you gotta do something evil, don't do it. That's when you sacrifice them. And God gonna make sure the kid get fed. Don't God feed the birds in the air and the animal in the field? He'll feed your kids. Hell, it's food all around them. All they gotta do is go out there and pick it. It's been time I had to go get plants off the ground and boil it and drank it for soup. And made my skin look so good, I kept drinking the soup. After I had thousands of dollars in my pocket. You just losers. But anyway, I love this part right here. I love when Big Brother Jesus gets smart with you. He who has an ear, let him hear. He basically saying he can tell you something with your selective hearing, and you just can't hear. You hear what you want to hear. That's why he who has an ear, let him hear.